Hello guys, good day. This is Free Spirit Antoinette here, tracking Hurricane Melissa. We are currently watching the Kingston Harbor. So it's just the water. I'm gonna jump around so you guys could see several different lives. So let me just turn this a little bit this way. Can you guys see that tree over there? Just dancing in the distance. Let me know where you guys are joining my live from. Oh, it's sideways. Well, I need to turn it the other way, but then it don't cover the whole thing. Hi, say hello. Let me know where you're watching from. As I said, I'm gonna be jumping around. This is Kingston Harbor. Maybe I have to do it from my phone because I don't like the way this is looking. Are you guys in America? Are you in Jamaica? I'm from St. Mary, Jamaica. And I spoke to someone around 1 o'clock. Oh, what's that just went in the water? Is that a bird? Did you guys see that over there? I missed it. Must be a bird. Somebody came and they're gone. I guess the quality is not up to their standard. I want to see something, guys. Listen, look at that bird. Oh yeah, bird is diving. Hi, thank you for joining the live. I'm still trying to get myself situated here. I want to tell a story. Who is on my live? Hi, so I'd like to tell a story. When I was around 15 years old, I experienced Hurricane Gilbert. So I'd like to tell my story about Hurricane Gilbert. So chime in and let me know if you guys were around when Hurricane Gilbert. I'm gonna see if I could read the live because the camera is facing me, so I can't read it at the moment. Montego Bay live coverage. This is the Kingston Harbor, guys. And I'm going to show you guys Montego Bay live coverage in a moment. So guys, when I was around 15 years old, I was staying in Orange River, St. Mary. And I was so scared with Hurricane Gilbert. And I remember I was there with my uncle and my cousins. And I have an uncle that he can't walk and he can't see. And it's like his house is like a block or two away from where we were staying. And when the hurricane was going with its big bad self, man. And the hurricane go on with itself, I only see my uncle Oscar come out. Wiley, open the door. And then we open the door. This is through Gilbert Hurricane. And when they open the door now, the breeze come in and just lift off the front part of the roof. And that was a very scary moment for us as a child. So I hope they don't really get to experience much of that. I know this is a category 5 and I know it's dangerous. But I'm open for the best for everybody. And as I said, Westmoreland, I don't even know what I look like. I'm facing the camera. They say Westmoreland and St. Elizabeth is going to get it the hardest. My husband is from Westmoreland. My neighbor, they're from St. Elizabeth. And they're really worried and scared with this hurricane. I did spoke to someone from St. Anne's at around 1 p.m. And it wasn't bad then in St. Anne's. And they're right in front of the beach. So I don't know what's going on now. This is the harbor. The Kingston Harbor.
Skipping
Oh,
for
that's the
sponsored.
Kingston
Skipping
Harbor.
for non-stop live stream play while
So
you watch. Skip button.
I'm
Add and
trying to
subscribe.
bring several different coverage, but this commercial is just like crazy. So send me and let me know where you guys are watching from. Where you guys are watching me from. Yeah, I am currently in Florida, but I wanted to give my experience. So then my cousin and I, we walk like probably 3 hours to get to where my mom house is in St. Mary, because my mom was away abroad at the time. And I tell you, when I got to my mom house, oh my God, it was devastated. The whole roof came off. My cousin and I, we had to dry everything up because my brothers and his friends were there. But you know, sometimes guys, they don't do detail. They're just doing whatever they're doing. And I tell you, it was really, really scary. So as I said before, I hope it's not as bad. You know, it says it's a category 5. We're now looking at the Arbor, the Kingston Arbor in Kingston. And I don't think they're going to get it much in Kingston. But I do have live footage also. This is, oh, this is live footage of, oh, I guess that thing freeze up. This is live footage of Montego Bay. I guess they, oh no, there it is. So this is a live footage of Montego Bay. And it seemed like it died down because an hour ago when I look at it, it was really going crazy. So that's live coverage there of Montego Bay, Jamaica. And I'm gonna jump around. I will go to Maypen, back to the Kingston Harbor, back to Devon House and Flatbridge. Last time when I was going to bed, Flatbridge was not flooded. This morning when I wake up, there's no road. It's all flood. So yeah, thank you for joining the live. Somebody's wiping the camera there on the other phone. Please like the live, share and subscribe. Thank you for joining my live. I know it's not the best quality. I wanted to do something special, but it's not letting me. So just enjoy the ride. That's the arbor right there. I see people on the live now. Can you like the live, please, guys? And let me know where you guys are watching me from. Montego Bay. Hi, guys. Anybody in here ever experienced Hurricane Gilbert? Let me know. Did you guys experience Hurricane Gilbert? Let me know, guys, did any of you in here experience Hurricane Gilbert? And if so, what parish were you in? I was in St. Mary, Orange River to be exact. That's where my mom is from. And I'm from a little district around probably about 10 miles from there. And I tell you, that day when I left my mom district, which is in Orange River, that's close to Richmond, it took us like 2 hours to walk to my mom's house. We had to go over big, humongous trees, light wires. Looking back on it now, that was very, very scary and dangerous what we did then, because there's a lot of live light wire underground. But my cousin and I, we were very persistent that I had to get to my mom's house because my mom was away in America at the time and I was 15 years old. And you know, and I'm happy I went there that day because it was devastated. We didn't get power probably like for probably 6 months. And it was really bad back then. So, you know, Jamaica has evolved a long way. Their structures are much stronger now. A lot of people have slab roof. They don't really have a lot of zinc roof anymore. So I hope that will be some help. All right, guys. Peace to you. Thank you for joining the live. Share your story with me. I can't read the story right now because I have the camera facing to me. So I have to go back around to see. All right. So thank you for joining my live so much. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'm trying my best here, guys. I wanted to do something special, but this is the arbor, the Kingston Arbor. Yeah. Trying to find Flatbridge now. Flatbridge. So, as I said before, this morning when I went to, last night when I went to bed, there was no flooding there. But this morning when I got up, there's absolutely, you can't see the bridge. The bridge is completely gone. So, I don't want to really mess this up, but I'm going to try to move it around and see if I can see Flatbridge. I don't know what's going on there. Oh, sorry guys. Whenever I change it, it's gonna be commercial. Whenever I change it, it's gonna be commercial. You know, YouTube have this thing now that is all commercial. So I am here talking about my experience as a child growing up in Jamaica in Orange River, St. Mary, when I experienced Hurricane Gilbert and the after effect that it had on my life. There was no electricity. We didn't have, so you know, we didn't have any refrigerator. We did have means and way how to cook because most Jamaican use propane. We don't use electric stove. But it was bad because imagine you cook they kill a chicken and you have the chicken there, you season it up for 2 days. Can you imagine? I still have that. I don't know if it's not a smell, but a taste or whatever of that chicken being out of the fridge for 2 to 3 days before my mom really cooked it. And we should have fried everything then and put it, but we didn't do it like that. I don't know why. But here, when we do have a hurricane in Florida, what I do, I fry like 3 chicken and then it will stay longer that way. So please let me know your experience. Growing up in Jamaica, what did you experience through Hurricane Gilbert? And what was the after effect have to do with you? I'm gonna go ahead and read the comment. So that's another live right there we're watching. That's somewhere in Black River. So you see how dark and hazy it is, and it's still windy. So this is a live video. So this is what's happening right now in Black River, Jamaica. And there's people out there, you know, they're crazy. They're risking their life for video, but I don't know. I wouldn't be out there if I was them. Yeah, hi guys. Thank you for joining my live. Appreciate it. Appreciate all you guys' love and support. I'm gonna try to see if I can read some of these live. Yes, guys. So look at that. Look at the water there. It's just crazy. I'm gonna get my charger so I could get my next phone to pull up so I could pull up Flatbridge to see what it's like. Let me know where you guys watching it from. Oh, somebody said it's Taco Tuesday. Well, not here. We're not worried about any food today. We're worried about Jamaica. To keep Jamaica in our prayers. My mom is still in Jamaica, so you know how that is. And my mom is 89 years old, so I'm a bit worried and concerned about my mom in Jamaica. But you know, I just pray that God will protect each and every one. Well, I hope some of the wicked them will just wash away. But you know, as they say, rain fall on the just and the unjust. So it just never go like that. But that's how it is, man. because you really do have some evil people out there. So as I said, that's in Black River right there. It's really bad, and it's getting worse there. So if you guys are from St. Catherine and you ever heard of Flatbridge, that's Flatbridge right there. You can't see the bridge anymore. It's completely underwater. When you drive there, have you ever heard about the Pum Pum Rock and all that kind of stuff? Yeah, so if I was to go to Jamaica now and go to Kingston Airport, this is the road that I would have to take to go to St. Mary, where I'm from. And as you can see, Flatbridge is completely underwater. Oh my God, this is just heartbroken. See it, guys? It's completely underwater. There's no bridge there. And when I went to bed last night, you could see the bridge. You could still see people driving on it. Now it's completely... Over here, it's a road, right? And then right here, it's the river, right? And right here would normally be the bridge, right there. You see? No road, no bridge. But guess what? That little house is still sitting there. I'll be darned. That's good. Please like the live, guys. Thank you for joining. Thank you so much for joining the live. This is Flatbridge, guys. I'm gonna go and find somewhere else now. That we're watching now, that is in that's in Maypen. So we're watching that in Maypen right now. And it's bad. Let me see if I can find. Okay, so they're still showing the flooded in Maypen. So this is the hurricane that's going on in Jamaica, in Black River, St. Elizabeth. I am not from there. My neighbor is from Black River, and my husband is from Westmoreland. So I'm praying that everything will be okay. Where I'm from in St. Mary, there's not a lot of just not a lot of wind, but some rain. Yeah. So just go ahead, guys, and watch it. Anybody on here ever experienced Hurricane Gilbert? Let me know. Let me know, guys. So okay, guys, so I see a video of, oh well, I was gonna show you a picture, a video of Flatbridge before. Okay, so I found a picture, right, guys? If anybody on here don't know what Flatbridge look like. So as I was telling you, this is the road. This is the road right here, Flatbridge. That's the water. See, that's the bridge. So they have a lot of stories about mermaid and all that stuff at Flatbridge. So see, look at that now. And now it's absolutely, completely flooded and underwater. So if I was to go back to Jamaica now, I couldn't find my way to my home from that side. I would have to go somewhere else. So I'm going to take you guys to Off-Road Tree in Kingston as soon as this is finished loading. Because, you know, I always have all these commercial. And as I said before, that's Black River right there. That's the beach. And you can see the wind. And this is live coverage, guys. So this is the transport section. This is in Kingston, Jamaica. Nice and calm. No one is on the road. And it look calm because there's nothing much happening in Kingston. Most things on the west and the north side. See guys, so thank you for joining the live. Please like, share, and subscribe. I wish I could give you guys better coverage. You guys deserve it, but at the moment, I don't have it. So this is stuff before the storm. That's a fishing village in Jamaica. See that it's bad there. Yeah, so I'll jump around, guys. Let's see if I could find something else on the television. But once you put it on, it's gonna come with a dang but that's 11 o'clock update. I want update for right now.
Let us see, I take things serious. Look at this light post, almost drop in the road. Oh my. And that's one of the things why I'm turned back and heading home. Because I was planning to go to a few other places, but I don't want to go there, and on my way back, any light post fell in the road and I can't.
So let's...
What's going on? I see a lot. So it's super windy right now out here. As if water was in this eye yesterday, but look what I go and look at the zinc right there. Then people two of the boat engine them out here. So yeah, people, today Tuesday, I just wake up in my community. That 3-year drop down. Normally under that 3-year my park. But right now I'm just a run go on the road, go see if I can get some footage on the road so I can show you guys what is what. But I'm gonna try to be careful as much as possible. So now just stay tuned and let's go check out what going on the road. Believe no man. So right now I'm in Portmore, just heading to a few places, see what's going on. I see a lot of people on the road still. A lot of people in their community. Just going around and checking. And the storm doesn't reach us yet, you know. This is still before. This is like a couple hours before the storm.
So that's a couple of hours before the storm, guys. But so look now, guys.
Almost here, man. I'm gonna head home now. I'm gonna try to be safe as possible. I don't want any zinc to fly and hit me, or anything to fly and hit me down, lick me down, you get me? But watch it, watch what I'm going. Then people two of the boat engine them out here. Look what I'm going. This a boat and that boat of them just still keep the engine. So that's why the people them don't want to leave their stuff. Because the thief them a come by and a thief the people them stuff. So that's why most of the people they don't want to evacuate people. Cause them a lose them valuable stuff. Look around this side. The light wire is coming down. This light post look like it's gonna give way soon. We don't know. It's a zinc blow off right here, so this light post look like it's gonna give way. Slow down. So look at it, yeah. The storm is on us. So although these people are gonna flood out, they don't want to leave. Look what take place. Look what go on, people. But know for sure after the storm, these people are gonna need a lot of help. Alright? So now just stay tuned and watch what I go on. So people, it's very windy outside. So what happening out there? They take some of the boats from the sea, put on land. But at night, thief come about and thief a few of the engine off the boat. So I was asking why they don't remove the engine from the boat. They said some of them are well done, so that's why they don't take off some of the engine. But they should take off the ones them that.
Alright guys, so they're basically, this guy's basically saying that they're stealing a lot of stuff down there, so the people don't want to leave. But you know, materialistic things you can't always get back. But when you're gonna lose your life, then that's a different story. So I'm gonna try to get my stuff to get a better quality, guys, and then I'll come back. But I don't really know what's going on in Jamaica. I'm trying to see a live coverage now, but I can't. I don't see anything. That's still flat bridge, and that's an hour ago. So let me see what this guy have. Thank you guys for joining the live. I'm trying to find coverage, guys. But
it could be the strongest storm on record to ever hit Jamaica. Again, we have Fox Weather's Robert Ray, who starts us off tonight in St. Anne's Bay, Jamaica. And Robert, I think a lot of people woke up, they saw you, and they were saying, wait, I thought he was on the other side of the island. Can you walk us through what your day has been like and the people you have met so far in Jamaica?
Yeah, hey Steve.
okay.
Good evening
That-
to you from St. Anne's Bay.
this is something local here.
8th of October. I am literally trying to go outside to see if I can, look for my animal to give them some food or whatever. It feels as if we're experiencing a category 5 hurricane right now, and a hurricane is not even here as yet. But we know that, when a hurricane is coming and it's this strong, you're going to be feeling the effect way before it actually, hit the land. So we're expecting to start facing the real hurricane by 10:30 around there. This is no joke. Right now, so many plantings, banana tree is on the ground already. Well, the pigs, they're okay. We just come and give them a quick wash off and give them around 50 pound of feeding. So we know that they will be good for the rest of the day, because we're not going to be able to come back down here again. My wife just prepared breakfast and we couldn't even look at the breakfast. I don't even know what she prepared. So right now, they're saying that the storm don't pass Jamaica as yet. The storm is going to pass Jamaica around 10:30. That's the time it's going to start affecting us. We're from the western area in Jamaica, so we're the first person who is going to be feeling the experience. That's a tree just break down right here, family. So I am literally trying to see if I can leave back this farm right now and go back home. I'm just waiting for it just to ease a little, because it eased for like just a minute. This is expected to be one of the worst storms. I know a lot of people is not going to be able to see this video because we have lost electricity for hours now. A few places in Jamaica still have electricity, but in a couple of hours from now, the entire island will be out of electricity. So it doesn't really matter where is going to be hit first by the hurricane. The entire Jamaica is going to experience this hurricane. Is going to be one of the most deadliest hurricane, category 5. Like the thing that I'm seeing happening around me, and the hurricane don't come as yet. I'm wondering if it's 2 different hurricanes. Like, is the same hurricane we're really talking about? Please, family, continue to pray for us. I'm just giving you a constant update as I got a chance to. I'm not trying to make the video too long, because uploading the video is going to be a problem, because the internet is just going in, out. So it's very hard, family. Please pray for us. Like the video, share the video with friends and family, and let everyone know what is happening on ground right now. It is very, very serious. If you are in Jamaica and you're hearing this video right now, please don't even try to save crap. Forget about crap. Try to save your life. If you're living in a house, and you know it is not so strong, please don't, try to say this one will, stand the test. Go and find somewhere that is, okay for you. If it's a church, if it's a little center, if it's too far, try to find a neighbor or something. But it's very, 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 very serious. And the next thing, the wind is not just blowing in one direction. Sometimes the wind is going this direction, it's going north, south, east, and west, and that is a big, big problem. Because some of us house is strong on one side, but when the wind is blowing in all different directions, that is going to be a big, big problem. Anyway, please like the video, share, and also subscribe to get the next update.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. This is it now, family. This is it now. This is it now, family. It's now a little bit over 9 o'clock right now. It's around 9:20 right now, and we're supposed to start experiencing at 10 o'clock. So it's finally creeping in now. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
And in 15. Sponsors.
Hi guys, as you know, YouTube have to have their local commercial. So I was here trying to do some research. But YouTube's there already with them commercial.
Up next in
So this is TVJ Midday News. So I don't know what they have going on here. If you guys are interested in seeing that.
Good afternoon and welcome to this extended edition of the Midday News. Here's what we have in the bulletin. Hurricane Melissa to make landfall later today. Thieves struck as Hurricane Melissa lashes the island. And later in sports, Reggae Girls face Trinidad and Tobago in international friendly. Thank you for joining us. I'm Carrie Simpson. Here are the details. We begin this afternoon with the latest from the Met Service on Hurricane Melissa. The center of the hurricane is 180 kilometers west-southwest of Kingston, or 120 kilometers south of Negril Point. It is moving toward the north-northeast near 5 miles per hour. Now, according to the Met Service, a slow turn toward the northeast with an increase in forward speed is expected later today. On the forecast track, Hurricane Melissa is expected to make landfall today. Meanwhile, Principal Director of the Met Service, Evan Thompson, says the entire island has now started to feel the effects of Hurricane Melissa. This, he says, is especially for western and southern Jamaica.
We recognize that the system has not yet made landfall. The center is still some distance away from the coastline, just about 70 to 75 kilometers from the southwestern coastline, and it is still moving toward the northeast. So it is moving closer and closer to the coastline of Jamaica. I mentioned that it has been moving slowly, but it has been moving a little bit faster than it was previously, because it's now moving at 11 kilometers per hour. That's just about 7 miles per hour. And it is expected to make that turn to be more in a direction, moving in a direction toward the northeast, which is a slight shift toward the east. More so than it is going at this time. In the meantime, when it makes landfall, which is expected, as you can see in this image here, to be somewhere near Parati in western St. Elizabeth, that's somewhat to the east of Black River. So it will most likely make landfall in the western part of St. Elizabeth rather than in the eastern part of Westmoreland. And then it will continue moving toward the northeast. That is the direction of movement that is expected. It will continue over the northern part of St. Elizabeth and then move into southern Trelawney. And the exit is expected to be somewhere in Trelawney rather than in St. Anne.
In terms of rainfall, Mr. Thompson says that has also reduced.
Jamaica's central parishes are most at risk and extending into the west of the island as well. And then some Slightly lower figures are expected for the rest of the island, but still significant rainfall. 12 to 16 inches, 300 to 400 millimeters is nothing to scoff at. It's still a lot of rainfall, still expected to produce significant flooding. You might be saying that this system doesn't seem to be packing much of a punch because what you've been experiencing outside doesn't seem to be worthy of all the hurrah that we're creating about the system. But the truth is it is still some distance away from the coast, expected to move closer and then move across the island, and that means that the impacts are going to be significantly greater than you've already been experiencing.
Now, as strong winds and heavy rains continue to pound the island from Hurricane Melissa, power within a number of communities across the island is out. Shimula Pullen reports.
More than 200,000 JPS customers are currently without power across the island. This as Hurricane Melissa continues to make its way to land.
As of now, we're having outages right across the island.
Welcome to the live, guys. We're talking about Hurricane Melissa in Jamaica.
Lightning that
Please like and share.
impacted our transmission and distribution network. So some customers in several parishes, actually all parishes are affected, some more than others. As of now, we have maybe about 30-35% of our customers without electricity. That's about 240,000 customers. As of now, the situation is fluid, as the persons will experience, some persons will get back their power as our teams continue to hold the system together. However, in St. Elizabeth, Manchester, St. James, and Hanover, we have very high levels of outages as a result of the impact of the hurricane force winds on the transmission and distribution system. So most customers in those four parishes are without power. Other parishes are affected. In fact, all parishes are affected.
The Light and Power Company says the system performed better in eastern parishes.
But over in the east, we have been spared somewhat with St. Thomas, Kingston and St. Andrew, and sections of St. Catherine actually not experiencing outages at all. Those are the parishes that are least affected right now.
The JPS says that crews are monitoring conditions closely and will begin restoration work as soon as it is safe to do so. Meanwhile, the National Water Commission is warning that it may be forced to shut down some water supply systems to protect critical infrastructure. It says the intense rainfall associated with Hurricane Melissa could overwhelm the system in several areas across the island.
What it causes is a lot of turbidity, which is when the water gets too muddy, carries too much silt and debris, and that forces shutdown of the water supply system. The other reality in this case is a lot of breeze, a lot of wind, which comes with the water, causes flooding, and is also causing a disruption in the power supply. Now, yes, so we have this unenviable task of mixing electricity and water because we need electricity in some form to run the pumps, but we are harnessing and distributing water. But it gets to a point where if the electrical equipment is at the risk of flooding, then it could cause significant damage, sometimes irreparable damage. At a time like this, the best and most precautionary step is to shut the system down, and then we safeguard it until the system, in this case, the hurricane passes.
Shimula Pullen, TVJ News.
Less than 50% of JPS customers are currently without electricity. The update came from Energy Minister Darrell Vaz at a press conference earlier today. Our reporter Andrea Chisholm was there and now joins us live. Andrea?
Skipping 20. Sponsored Skipping 20. Next item, Skipping 15.
Sorry guys, I'm here giving you coverage for Hurricane Melissa from Black River, St. Elizabeth. They say get the hardest hit.
two sides and
So sorry guys, there's no power there. My power is out from this morning.
Popeye's Cajun style.
Let me try to skip this.
Love that chicken from Popeye.
Oh man. Anyway, here's.
Thank you very much, Kerry. Well, as expected, the electricity grid has been impacted by Hurricane Melissa. 240,000 or 35% of the roughly 700,000 JPS customers have no power. The parishes mainly affected are St. Elizabeth, Manchester, St. James and Hanover. But Energy Minister Darren Vaz said there is no plan to shut down the grid. He also gave an update on the least affected parishes, and those include Kingston, St. Andrew, St. Thomas and St. Catherine. Most hospitals have electricity except those in Manchester and St. Elizabeth. Minister Vaz also gave this update on the telecommunications sector.
I'll start with Digicel. 26% of mobile network is offline, predominantly due to the widespread loss of power. There's a further 209 sites run batteries. For fiber to home customers, we are seeing 20% customers offline due to no power in their homes. For Flow, I'm happy to say that Liberty Caribbean operators of Flow Jamaica and Liberty Business is committed to play this part for Jamaica to recover quickly from the inevitable damage following the passage of Hurricane Melissa. Again, with the spectrum that they have received, they will be bringing a new innovation, mobile connectivity via satellite, and facilitates SMS and text messages to areas affected in the aftermath of the storm. So
Let's turn to shelters. 382 of the over 800 shelters are occupied from local government minister Desmond McKenzie. The shelters in Clarendon have the highest number of occupants at 865. Minister McKenzie also gave this update.
We are having reports of widespread impact across several parishes, which are seeing increased number of landslippage, flooding, fire, storm surge, and power outage. Roads in St. Thomas, Portland, and St. Catherine were blocked by fallen trees, poles, landslides, and most of these have been cleared. And I want to make the point that the team that are on the road, the roving teams that have been pre-positioned, have been responding. Once the report is sent to the team, they are out there actually doing the work.
Now, the government has indicated it is already looking at recovery efforts after Hurricane Melissa. Information Minister Dr. Dana Morris-Dixon made this important announcement.
Just noting that I'm very, very pleased this morning to announce the launch of our Support Jamaica website. It is supportjamaica.gov.jm. We've already been made aware of some nefarious individuals trying to collect money on behalf of Jamaica. We remind you that this will be the official site. If it doesn't have .gov.jm, it is not legitimate. It's not an official Government of Jamaica site.
That's the very latest from the Office of Disaster Preparedness and Emergency, ODPEM, and we'll give you more information as it becomes available. It's back to you in studio, Kerry.
Thank you so much, Andrea. Continuing the news, the Black River Hospital in St. Elizabeth is currently without electricity as strong winds continue to affect the parish. Health Minister Dr. Christopher Tofton spoke to TVJ's Shimona Pullen a short while ago with an update on the situation there.
I'm at the Emergency Operating Center, just had a meeting with the team across the country and the team here. The rains have intensified and the wind in the parish, in a few parishes, but St. Elizabeth being the ground zero right now. Electricity is off, and there seems to be an issue at Black River Hospital related to the generator. Apparently something fell on the generator and may have damaged it, and so the generator backup system is down. I've asked the team to mobilize quickly to see what can be done to rectify that situation. We had triggered a search plan for Black River, which is to move out some of the staff and put others on the higher ground. There are about 75 patients there and staff supporting them, but the lack of power clearly would be an issue. Some of the roads are impassable as we understand it, so the team is trying to assess and trying to resolve the issue as we speak.
As Hurricane Melissa meanders out at sea, fishermen from Branston and St. Thomas are reeling in a final feed from a pre-storm cooking line.
New device connected.
So guys, I have
If you're an illegal alien,
I don't know why this thing always have to do that. I have new update and coverage, so I was trying to click on it. So you guys
being stolen. Machine from the side and was
It's
taken
in
out,
St. Mary,
and
guys.
Confirmed that by the superintendent of police. I spoke with him for an update earlier on, and he has confirmed. And also there's business that was broken into down in Boscobel, in the western side of the parish, and lost by this business person who would have been a bar, restaurant, and liquor store. So they have wiped out maybe majority or all of his stock from that establishment.
what do you want to say to persons who may be thinking of looting during this unfortunate incident time that we're going through?
I just would want to say to them that's not us as Jamaicans. That is not depicting the Jamaica that we are. It is not saying the motto out of many one people. It is time now for us to collaborate and to be our brother's keeper and to really just rally around, because we are up against something that we have never seen in Jamaica before. And it is just time for us to work together to see how best we can come out of this safe, and that we can pick up the pieces after. It is just disappointing to hear, especially those the ATM would have been facilitating several persons who would have had to pick up the pieces. Now in St. Mary, we don't have much banks that does monetary transaction. Most of the banks don't use money, so you can go there to make a lodgement or a withdrawal. And these ATMs assist the people so much, especially in those areas that you might have to go to Another Bay or Port Maria to get some cash. This is not us. And I'm just imploring on all the person, don't use this negative thing with the storm in a way to benefit yourselves, and not just look at the welfare and benefit of Jamaica.
Thank you so much, sir. We will definitely be sharing this information, and I hope the persons who are doing this thing will hear. Thank you so much.
Thank you, my brother.
We want to as well say, Amoy, that we have seen so far confirmed 2 videos. They're not fake videos, but they're not of current happenings. One earlier with the medical associates. There's no flooding at the medical associates hospital. Just want to clear that up. And one as well out in Port Maria as well. We did ask the mayor of Port Maria to confirm whether Port Maria is underwater, because we've seen something being circulated widely, and of course I double check and triple check before sharing anything, because I have been sharing images online as well. And the mayor confirmed with our team, with Caroline Brown and Kirk Hall out there in St. Mary, that Port Maria at the moment is not underwater. We did have a clip of that. I'm not sure if we will be able to bring it up right this minute, but he has dispelled that a video that's currently being circulated saying that Port Maria is underwater. That video is at least from a couple of years ago when they had some flooding out there, and that in fact Portmore right now is not flooded because they have been moving around in the capital there of St. Mary and getting to people who are having difficulties. But so far, Amoy just about 2 hours in with category 5, Melissa, and already we've been going almost non-stop for about and more than an hour now with just developing news, breaking news. I can't catch a breath actually.
You know, Mayor Wilson said something just now that resonated with me. We're up against something we've never seen before. And you know, throughout the course of the program this evening, we're going to be sharing with our viewers some of the images, the footage that we've received this afternoon of the level of devastation. I know we right here in Kingston, the rain fall outside and the wind and the breeze are blow, but we're not really seeing.
This is the fire that we were speaking about earlier in Jackson.
Yes.
And again, if any of the members from JPS are watching, this is what's happening. This is what was happening in Jackson earlier this morning. And again, this was filmed by somebody close to us. I can reveal a member of our team. So this isn't old. This was filmed just this morning. Again, I've gone to great lengths to verify the information I'm sharing that I'm putting out. Again, a lot of overseas media outlets, in fact, asking permission to, if they can reuse them on their platforms. And we have gone to great lengths with our citizen journalists. Again, one of them will be coming on shortly, Romario Francis from Clarendon, somebody I know personally. I have persons in Mitchelltown, Rocky Point, Portland Cottage, a lot of my colleagues from university all over the country, people from St. Thomas, sharing verified videos with us. If they have not shot it themselves, they've asked their very close relatives, a mother, a father, a brother, or a sister, to shoot those images for us that we are sharing with you. Of course, we've asked persons to ensure that it's within the length of their safety for them to do so before they share them with us. But this that you're looking at right now happened in Jacks Hill this morning. We also had something else out of Jacks Hill where there appeared to be land slippages, saw some fallen trees, and the gentleman just showing us some cleared out area as well. And as soon as we can go to that, we will try to go to that as we await Romario Francis from Clarendon. But some very distressing images coming out of the southern parts of the country, and in fact, right across the country so far.
Absolutely. But really and truly, you know, to go back to my initial point, what we're seeing here in Kingston is nothing compared to other, you know, the more western parishes in Jamaica right now. And, you know, because we have the rain outside and the wind, the breeze are blow, and we're somewhat, not even, I don't want to use the word comfortable, but we are not as wrapped up in the level of fear and anxiety that a lot of our residents in St. Elizabeth and Manchester, St. James, St. Mary are experiencing at this time. And we do want to extend, you know,
sympathies, or deepest sympathies with them.
Sympathies
I
at this time.
saw a video and I have not shared it online just
oh my God, guys, my
person
heart, they're talking about St.
who I
Mary.
know, who I trust very well.
My mom
But I
is
saw
there.
one
Please,
forward on
thank
the
you
message.
for
I just wanted
liking
to
the
verify
live.
for that. I
Please
heard
share
a
it.
woman crying, her house was being blown away in Westmoreland, and I've also seen images, and I'm getting messages actually from people who I've known for more than a decade, over a decade and a half, over 15 years. Actually, I'm just going to read something for you. This colleague is saying to me that they're getting messages from their friends who live in Westmoreland. Lots of people have lost their roofs in Savannah Lamar. It's very windy, trees are going down, roofs are also going. We have some images as well coming out of Savannah Lamar, out of different areas in Westmoreland. Hopefully we can get to some of those. But again, this is from people who are in Westmoreland. I saw a video that this same person sent to me, and I asked them to check to verify. I heard a woman crying, saying that her house is being destroyed. She wasn't certain if her young baby was still inside, but the another person beside her said, yes ma'am, we did get out the young child. I have not shared this video online because it appeared to have already been shared, and I just don't want to share anything that's second hand. But that's very, very worrying there. But it wouldn't be surprising given that the eye of the storm, as we're seeing now on our images from Zoom Earth, roofs being lifted up. This is the hospital in Savannah Lamar, Amoy. The actual roof just went just now. Wow.
That is absolutely devastating, and I saw an
Guys, you
image
see that? Oh
shared by
my
a
God,
colleague
look
of
at
mine
that. That's what happened to
earlier of
our
the
house
scene
when I
at
was a
Black
kid
River Hospital.
with
You know,
Gilbert.
this specific facility has been a concern, especially for residents in St. Elizabeth. We our viewers, if you guys have been with us the past
Thank you for joining the
24
live,
hours,
guys.
you
Thank
have
you.
heard a hotelier out
Please
of
like and
Treasury
share.
sharing that concern for Black River, and we are seeing images of Black River sustaining major damage.
The first floor at Black River, the health minister told us, was evacuated because it's flood prone. Persons were at the top, and some people were relocated from the Black River Hospital. Again, I saw a video, and I did share that video online because I did verify it. That someone was stuck in a vehicle outside the Black River Hospital, and persons were inside wanting to go to help, but they could not because of how forceful the wind was. And even though they were inside close to the door, it got so powerful, the wind and the rain coming in, that they had to step back on the inside, and the glass was broken on the car out there. So that's some of what is happening out there on the western end of the island in central Jamaica. Not as bad, but still suffering some serious.
Skipping 5. Sponsored. Skipping 4. Non-stop live streaming. Play while you watch. Skip cutting and 10. YouTube.com visit app. Living.
Pretty much it's kind of intense. It's enough. We have some trees that toppled over, like wonder tree. Some house roof have been lifted, like my neighbors. But apart from that, it's kind of it's not consistent.
I don't know if this is you sharing live images with us, because I want to hear, I prefer to hear you. I'd much rather you go closer inside where you can pick up your Wi-Fi. Do you still have Wi-Fi or internet at home?
Yes.
Yes, I'd much rather you stay inside and probably put the camera on so we can hear you.
And you remember, he said no current in Maven right now. You remember Miss Williams shared earlier that 94% of residents in Clarendon are currently without power, and Romario appears to be among that 94%. So right now it appears he's using his data to join us via Zoom.
And we appreciate it so much, Romario. We hope you save your the power. Hope you have a power bank as well. But I saw you driving down the southern parts, areas that were told to be evacuated. Why were you trying to go to Rocky Point this morning, Romario? I did share that image online, as well as some others that you shared with the Maypen Bridge as well. But we are to do a try of a Rocky Point.
I was going to pick up a sibling, that's why.
Did you get to
my sister that stuck down here, so I had to went down there. You know?
You said she was stuck?
Where was she stuck exactly?
Yes, because it's at the front after the party center. Yes. But the water was very high down.
Yeah. Again, viewers,
close to the center.
We are in a live fluid situation. 94% of people in Clarendon are without power, including our guest who we have online, Romario Francis. He is without power. He continues to share with us live images coming outside his house. He has shared with us some that we have used on our social media as well. I've used some of them on my personal social media, Giovanni R. Dennis on X. You see him driving through the Maypen Bridge. We saw the real Mino rising, Romario. Is it that it has overflowed its banks the last time you saw it?
Yes, it has overflowed its banks, but if it come up any more at the one at Glenmere Bridge, it will be smashed in underneath that, because that bridge is very low than the one we have in Maypen.
Wow.
Plus the bridge in Maypen is like 5 minutes walk from my house.
Okay. Wow, so again, viewers, the line is a little bit choppy. We're making out bits and pieces of what Romario is saying. I didn't get clearly though. Did you manage to pick up your sister?
Yes, I did.
Where exactly was she?
Right at the front of Rocket Settlement.
Rocky Point. And again, viewers, you recall as well last night, the councillor for the Rocky Point division, Winston Mirage, said that Rocky Point is dead. It's empty. Majority of the persons down there have left. About more than 300 of them were domiciled at the Veer Technical Shelter, and that shelter was full to capacity. That, as Councillor Mirage has told us, because we wanted to save your data, Romario, we want you to continue sharing stuff with us in as long as it's safe for you. I just want to share with our viewers, he was prepared to drive around to continue to get live images to share with us of what's happening right across the parish. Viewers, that I told him, do not do that. Go to your house and we can speak to you from there and you can describe what you saw. Just before we let you go, could you describe some of what you have been seeing while you were driving around earlier today, Romario? Again,
Crazy
so
for me. It was crazy. First time, so much water on the land, you know, but it's okay so far. I think the latter part of the parish, the western side of the country, got it more than us.
Right, the southeast
Because
end. Yeah.
here is not very consistent than rain. But I think like Westmoreland, the Mobay, the Hanover, getting it more than us here in Central.
And I should say to our viewers as well, Romario has also been kind enough to share a lot of what's happening out in Hanover, Westland. He's the one we got some of the images from. Romario, thank you so much. You're doing an excellent job as a citizen journalist. Jamaica thanks you. The international community as well thanks you. A lot of our friends from the United Kingdom, journalists from Al Jazeera, News 5, Sky News, all over the world have been using some of the images that you have shared with us. We want to thank you for that. We ask you to stay safe, stay inside, and if it's not necessary, do not leave your house. But again, continue to communicate with us and share what's happening, and we will continue to share that with Jamaica. Romario Francis, their viewers coming to us from Clarendon. All right, I want to. We're going to take a break with you. I'm getting something again verified. This is actually a relative of mine stuck somewhere. But we will take a break and we'll make an appeal to the fire brigade and the emergency responders when we come back. We're taking a short break right now here on Tracking Melissa on CVM TV. We're giving you live and comprehensive rolling coverage. We're going parish by parish right across Jamaica, getting the very latest in terms of what is happening as Melissa is going through Jamaica. It has made landfall. We'll be right back.
So hi guys, thank you for joining the live. Really appreciate it. So now I'm starting to worry again because they told me that St. Mary was out of the loop somewhat. But as gone to CVM and the mayor of St. Mary, is describing what's going on. Anyway, they're circulating an old video that there's flood in Port Maria, and it's not true. But they are doing some kind of stealing and doing all kind of that stuff there. So I hope I can get better information because, as I said, my mom is from St. Mary and I am from St. Mary as well. I know they don't have any power, so I can't get in touch with them. So here I am, guys. So they're on a break. If you guys want to Westmoreland, Petersfield High School, and they're giving you a list. Here's a list. Oh, it's gone. But anyway, they was giving a list of the shelters. St. James. That's where it is in St. James. Thank you guys for joining the live. Please like the live, share, and subscribe. I know it's not the hottest and the best coverage, but I am trying my best to do some kind of coverage. So that's the hurricane shelter. Is anyone on here from St. Mary? Is anyone on here from Westmoreland, St. Elizabeth, Clarendon, Hanover, Portland, Trelawney, St. Anne's? Is anyone on here? Let me know.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winford Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CMTV.
So much more than entertainment.
Yeah, man, this is Nadine Sutherland, cause we triumphant, because we not dead, no, we not alone, stop wondering we are total, we triumphant, yeah, this is Nadine Sutherland, beat up Marcus Steve Bay, with her chick.
Hey everybody, I'm Yendi, and this is Odyssey with Yendi. In this space, we connect with some of your favorite people as they share their journeys. Here we have some unfiltered conversations as we deep dive into their inspirations, motivations, and experiences to inspire our own life journey.
Odyssey with Yendi. Brought to you by Grace, Singer, and Island Services.
Where it all begins. The quest to become great. Inspired by those who went before them,
These four boys dream of playing in the ISA schoolboy football competitions.
When you score this for Casey, when you score, it's a shot, it's a goal!
And it's a shot, and it's a goal! And Casey has won the Man Cup, and they will play Harlem College in the Olivia Shield. And that's what you love to see. The main rivals and the camaraderie is what it's all about. Can't wait for the final.
When the first time I know I'm watching some of your finals for CBM now.
What moves? You can watch it on CBA website, man.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winford Williams.
At new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CWTV.
So much more than entertainment.
Alright guys, thank you so much for joining my live. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna try to get some better coverage and I will come back later. Peace and love guys. Thank you so much for joining the live. Please share, like and subscribe. Alright, thank you. Be blessed.